Climate change has become the most challenging issue for our society, but also for our industry. Hello, this is Pancho Campo, and together with my team in 2006, we created the first World Conference on Climate Change and the wine industry. It was a small event, but it was attended by the most important media, both mainstream and from the wine industry. But most importantly, it caught the attention of Vice President Al Gore and his team, who invited me afterwards to attend a training personally conducted by the Vice President in Seville to become a climate leader of his foundation, the Climate Reality Project. But I convinced him to be the keynote speaker at the next edition of the World Conference on Climate Change and Wine. When he participated in the Barcelona event next to 50 or 60 of the most relevant names of the wine industry, he had just won the Nobel Peace Prize. He had just released the movie and the Oscar. So the event went from being very small, only 100 participants, to more than 600 delegates coming from 70 or 75 different parts of the world. That encouraged us to continue in our crusade to create awareness about the importance of fighting climate change. In future editions, we had the honor of counting with keynote speakers such as Secretary General Kofi Annan, Vice President Al Gore in several occasions, Director General for UNESCO Irina Bokova, and President Barack Obama at the Climate Change Porto Summit, organized or co-organized with Taylor's Port in Portugal. The sixth edition of this World Conference has now acquired the name of Green Wine Future. It will be a 100% virtual event, not so much because of the pandemic, but for three reasons. Number one, we must keep our carbon footprint low. We cannot have people traveling from all over the world, private jets, flights from Australia, Chile, South Africa. Number two, we want to be a global event. And because of that, Green Wine Future will be broadcast from 8 different time zones of the world, 8 different host regions: North America, South America, Portugal, Africa, Europe, New Zealand, and Asia. But it's not going to be the typical Zoom conference. We are implementing a totally new technology that has never been used, at least in the wine industry. Each speaker has been asked to produce a video with your iPhone, with a GoPro, a video at the winery, at your vineyard, at your research center, about the topic you're supposed to talk about in a panel or as a keynote. We have made an alliance with Hopin, the leading company in virtual technology for events out of Silicon Valley. And not only they will make possible this kind of technology for the participation of the speakers, but we will also have a virtual expo where companies can promote their products, their wines, their services, and an area dedicated to networking, which will be open 2 weeks prior to the event, so people can start networking, doing business, and, as I said, participating in a much more live and engaging manner. The event also is a charity event. Like all the events since 2009, we try to raise funds for 3 NGOs: the Porto Protocol in Portugal, SOS Cape Town in South Africa, and Wine Unified in California. But the main goal of this conference is to unify the wine industry around the world to solve the most pressing issue that our industry, like other industries and like our society, are facing: the climate crisis. Please drop your differences, set aside your personal interests, and let's work together. It is time to act. We cannot wait any longer. Support us by registering to Green Wine Future so we can continue organizing these kinds of events. Thank you very much.